bounce out. All he sees is the action.
Sure.
He doesn't see if anything
those are
happened.
veteran moves. I'll just point out that you know who didn't have to do that? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. They didn't have to do that.
They did.
But they did here and there, but it wasn't like an epidemic.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I knew you was lying. I knew you was lying, man.
Like, are we for real? Y'all really think Jordan and Kobe flopped? Like, we were there to watch them. Stop. Yo, just cut the bullshit, man. Like, he don't get tired of lying to people. Like, I don't know how people could lie that much and still keep a serious face. Like, I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't be a sellout. It just couldn't be me. So, as you all have seen a clip that I shared not too long ago, it's basically Rich Paul talking about how, Michael Jordan would be 0-6 without Scottie Pippen. And it seems like anytime, Rich Paul gets an opportunity to talk about Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, it's negative. It's not positive, and it's always an excuse to make it seem like, oh, this is the reason he won. Because we know that your guys 4-6 in the finals with teams that are superior in talent than Michael Jordan and Kobe's teams. I mean, let's just be honest, man. Rich Paul has a horse in this race. He always will. But there's a piece of this information that I didn't come across that I seen, which Gilbert Arenas and Rich Paul were kind of conspiring to say that Michael Jordan and Kobe still kind of flopped or had some type of selling calls in a sense of there is no media then to talk about it, as if what they did was similar to SGA and hint at it. And what you're going to see is Kendrick Perkins respond to exactly what these guys are doing when it comes to Rich Paul. And he's just calling him out like straight up, like, listen, you're hurting the GOAT case for your guy. Like, we get it. You like him. We get it. He's your guy. We don't know. We wouldn't know who the hell you are without him. But at some point, like, you become a hater, right? You become corny for constantly talking about another man to talk trash and shit about him to make your guy look good. It comes off like a player hater, like you hating the player. And this is no difference than you trying to talk to a girl and she likes a guy, but you're over there like, that dude is not this. That dude ain't this. That dude he's only cool because if he had Pippen. He's only cool because he got money. He's only cool because he drives a Corvette. He's only this because he got an inheritance. Like, you become a hater. Talk about how cool you are. Big yourself up. Big up LeBron. That's what you can do. But when you try to tear down other players, that's where I kind of draw the line. So let's get into today's clip. If you're new to the channel, we got memberships going on. Just created it, $6.99 a month. You'll get some perks, some exclusive things like early access to my videos, as well as some discounted merch. I got some hats coming. I got some real cool things for you guys. So let's roll this clip. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and let's get it.
Play Scottie Pippen with another All-Star. No one does it without another All-Star.
Bounce out. All he sees is the action.
Sure.
He doesn't see if anything
those are
happened.
veteran moves. I'll just point out that you know who didn't have to do that? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. They didn't have to do that.
They did.
But they did here and there, but it wasn't like an epidemic. Like the difference is their first priority is to score, and then if they get the call, great. But it flipped, I think, with Harden, and now with SGA, where it's like, I'm going to get the call, and if I score, great.
But it wasn't as many voices. It wasn't many people voicing their opinion on these things when those guys played. They sold calls. There's no question.
Let me go on to Rich Paul for a second. Let me dive into this. This is where he got to stop, though. And this is where he starts to hurt LeBron James' GOAT case. You see what I'm saying? Like, and this is where people start saying the controlling of the narrative. Like, bro, you speaking on MJ and you saying these things, and it's like, oh man, here go Rich Paul. Rich Paul got Bron got to hype up the GOAT status
because he's attached to him. And again, what I was saying, everybody got their picks and
chooses. It's actually making it worse.
One thing I can say in Bron defense, Bron don't never speak on nothing. We all know who Bron aspired to be better than and wanted to be was Jordan.
So like I said, I agree with Kendrick Perkins on this. I don't always agree with Kendrick Perkins. Sometimes he can have some terrible takes, but these guys become so insufferable. And I know people say, hey, you talk about these things a lot. Well, they're sports media. The NBA Finals is coming. I got videos discussing that coming soon. But what I want to do is cover the things that I created this channel for. I like to speak opposite of the controlled narrative that comes with what Kendrick Perkins was talking about. And that is what Rich Paul does. That is what ESPN does. I try to counter the media landscape that is mainstream, that's backed by big networks. As an independent content creator, that's what I like to do. I like to debate. I like to give you my take on things. So when I see things like this, when I see clips like this, the reason I discuss these things is because for so long, what I would do, having a channel, I had other things that I discussed on this channel. As you know, this channel wasn't always about basketball. I did many different type of things to figure out what I want to do, but ultimately I landed on basketball because that's what I love to do the most. Talk about basketball, play basketball, coach basketball. But what happens was I used to see all these takes from Rich Paul, from ESPN, from Nick Wright, from all these clowns that I was like, bro, I'm tired of hearing this shit. I'm freaking tired of this shit, bro. Let me get on these platforms and let me be a voice for people who really watch basketball, who love basketball, and who know and who was there for those moments to watch Kobe, to see Jordan, to see the greatness of other players, to see what they did to the game and how they left the game, and then compare it to the game it is now. And it's not all about LeBron. I'm just saying the game it is now, the way it's played, the spacing, the 5 out, the player empowerment, load management. Like, these things are destroying a game that I once loved. And these people getting up here lying, making up bullshit and nonsense, that's what makes me want to counter that. Makes me want to make, content around the opposing view of one Rich Paul, of a Nick Wright, of these clowns that get up there with biased takes, trying to plant narratives and try to convince people about things that aren't true and being disingenuous. That's what I like to do on this channel. And I also, like I said, I do other things as well, but I just wanted to respond to that because there was some comments that I see and people are talking about, oh, why you talking about Rich Paul, or like, some LeBron stands say, oh, you talk about LeBron. Not every video has anything to do with LeBron, but there's plenty of things to discuss when it comes to basketball that I like to discuss. But I also know what my audience is liking as well. So a few things I wanted to get off my chest there. But like I said, memberships are available now. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.